We are working in an area called Petit-Trou-de-Nieppe, which is on the north side of the southern peninsula, about 120 kilometers from Port-au-Prince. Haiti is in deep distress right now. We're pretty sure that the damage is throughout the southern peninsula as well as Port-au-Prince. The people in our area are going to be in deep need, as well as people in most of that southern part of Haiti at least. Our response is at this point to really get as good an assessment as we can, given the lack of communication. That's been difficult, but that we are positioning ourselves to create a response based on the need there that we determine when we know it, and to create an effective response with aid and whatever else we can do to help the people there.
This woman said she'd come in. I mean, she's a volunteer, but said she could come in the next couple of days if
Okay, good.
some advantage of that. Yeah. This guy, Eduardo, seems to have some. He's up with people and seems to want to help.
Yeah, we are not an aid organization per se. We actually are in the business of long-term sustainable development. So we have a large school with between 400 and 500 children, 130 teachers in training as part of a normal school there. Women's Center that's training women to learn skills that they can take into the marketplace and get microcredit loans for small businesses, that sort of thing. And a significant health program throughout that region with 37 women health volunteers who have been trained in home-based life-saving skills. We also have a big water project, and we drilled 12 water wells in March that are producing good water for the people of that area. We have had very little contact with anyone in Haiti. We were able to determine right after the earthquake by a phone call that our primary person, Father Kesner Gracia, is well and his family is okay, but we don't know the status of our 53 employees that are at this site in Petit-Trou-de-Nieppe, so we have really great concern for their well-being. Yeah, that's all we know right now. We're trying to stay on top of it as best we can, but there's very little communication in to or out of Haiti, probably even within Haiti. It seems like the telecommunications system is totally shot right now.
Country is?
We've been around since 1989 when several people here in Colorado, Episcopal priests, determined that it would be a good idea to look at how we could help to work with people in Haiti, and we worked with some people there on the ground to develop a site. That land was purchased, buildings were completed, and over time, especially over the last few years, we've really grown in terms of the scale and scope of our impact there. So our project is really about breaking this extreme poverty that exists in the region. This is a very remote and isolated region, which even in the best of times, is many of the people are suffering. They don't have what they need, and we're not primarily here to give them what we need, but we're here to partner with them so that they can, as partners, take part in a process that will, through their own engagement, help them come out of that condition of extreme poverty and suffering. They could come to our website. It's www.coloradohaitiproject.org. We have some information there about the earthquake we're trying to develop as best we can. We also have, as I said, although we're not in the business of direct aid, we have provided relief after the hurricanes in the fall of 2008, and we have a very effective network on the ground in that region to do that. We also have some links to a couple of other aid agencies that we think people could give to if they prefer. Yeah, just Haiti is in very dire distress right now. There's no question about that, and people here can do a lot to help the country lift up out of what is a huge tragedy. Haiti was just getting traction on a lot of its problems. It had some political stability. There were good efforts being made to develop infrastructure. We're really going to need to ramp up as much as we can sustained effort, not in the short term, but over the long haul, to try to overcome this terrible tragedy that's occurred.